Hi, I'm Ujjaini. I'm a psychologist at My Home Child, and today I'm going to be talking about an aspect called messy play. I'm sure a lot of us have tried it at home with our kids, where we use different items such as foam, bubbles, or maybe water or paints to engage our child. So, there are a couple of things that are present at home, such as maybe dough, atta, or maybe mud or salt or coffee granules or noodles for that matter that we can use at home for messy play. Today I'm going to be telling you how messy play can help in language development. Of course, messy play is seen something as that can help your child sensorily, and the sensory needs are met through messy play. But also an important aspect of language development comes through messy play. For instance, if you give your child any kind of a texture which is hard or soft or maybe rough or maybe slimy for that matter, the child learns to associate words and vocabulary with the words that they see. So they learn, we all know that our kids learn experientially. So when we touch and feel an object, we learn more about it and it helps in our development. So when a child touches a slimy object, maybe the dough or mud or maybe coffee, they say, oh, it is hard, oh, it is rough. And that memory becomes better with us when we are recalling, when we are answering a question. That is how a child expands his vocabulary when they learn something, when they touch something. Another aspect is creative thinking, imagination. Draw things. So when we are doing messy play, maybe we can put the paint on a plate or maybe a tray. We can use maybe a tiny thread that is lying around at home, or maybe a wool or maybe a rope. We can dip it into the paint and start spreading it on the sheet of paper. That way we can always target a lot of activities through it. Firstly, the child learns imagination and exploratory play, where they get to explore a different texture while painting, a different method of painting, and they can always give it a name. For example, a child might make a tiny scribble and say, oh, I have made a cloud. Somebody can make the thread and make tiny droplets of rain. So we are giving the child a space to explore areas which is very fixed for us. We all know a cloud looks like a marked place or a raindrop looks like a particular way. But when we give them messy play using paints or any other item, they can make the things as they wish and they can label them. So a lot of confidence is built through the messy play that they're doing. A lot of creative thinking, imagination is done through messy play. So as you're at home right now, you can try a few activities where maybe you use the thread for painting, or maybe you dip stones. So I'm sure there are stones lying around outside a house or pebbles lying around. We can start painting faces on them using paint at home, or we can dip it in paint and spread it all around in a sheet of paper and make faces on them. So one good activity that can come out of this is that the child learns to make things that look circular. So we take a stone, we dip it in paint, and we make tiny splashes on the sheet of paper, and then we can ask the child, what do you see in those circles? Do you see a balloon? Do you see a thumbprint? Do you see a flower? So the child learns to expand his thinking that something can be made out of it, and the activity becomes very fun that we are using a stone instead of drawing a circle with a pencil. Do try it at home. It would be great. Thank you.